Hello everyone, welcome to my channel for yet another video on Nifty Bank Nifty analysis. Today we will take a look at the weekly charts for Nifty and Bank Nifty to understand where the market is currently and what we can expect in the upcoming week. We'll also take a look at the daily chart to see how what type of candle is formed on the daily chart for Nifty and Bank Nifty, and we will also take a look at the 50-minute chart for Nifty and Bank Nifty to see how the market traded on Friday. But before that, a disclaimer. All the views and opinions expressed in this video are for learning purposes only and in no way is a buy or sell recommendation. Any buying or selling decision or any trading or investing decision needs to be taken after consultation with your respective financial advisors. Viewer discretion is advised. Now what I'm sharing with you all right now is a Nifty spot chart on a daily time frame, and as you can see here, the candle that we have is more of a bullish hammer, a very small bullish hammer. We can also call this as a doji candle because uh, the difference between the open and the close is roughly around 27 points. So this can also be a variation of a doji. But the interesting thing here to observe is the candle has closed above the middle of the purple channel, and this clearly suggests that there is more upside possible. The candle is trading inside the long wick of the previous candle, which was a bearish hammer. And also the key levels to watch out for tomorrow would be 22,544 on the upper side and 22,422 on the lower side. If the market opens flat, or if it opens with a slight gap up or a gap down, and then breaks the upper level, that is 22,544, then in that case we may retest the level 22,622, which is the high of the previous day, right? And at 22,622 we may again see some profit booking or some downside move. On the other hand, if the price breaks 22,422, then in that case we may see a downfall till 22,344 and further till 22,266 levels as well, from where we may expect a bounce back. Let's take a look at weekly charts to see what the picture is. So as you can see on the weekly chart, the candle is a bullish but more or less a doji type candle because of the wicks. The length of the wick for upper as well as lower is more or less same, but it's a bullish candle. The close is very much above the close of last week, which was a bullish engulfing pattern, right? The last week's candle along with the previous week was a bullish engulfing pattern, and this week's close being above the last week's close has confirmed this particular bullish engulfing pattern, which clearly suggests that there is scope or a possibility for a more upside in the market. Let's take a look at 50-minute chart to see how Nifty traded on Friday. So on Friday, if you see here, the very first candle of a 50 minutes was a more of a hammer type candle, but a bearish one. And as soon as this high was taken out, right, this high was taken out, then there was a steady up move, not much on the Nifty side, but still there was up move, and the movement more or less was sideways, I would say, for Nifty. It wasn't a good day for option buyers as such. However, it was a very wonderful day for Bank Nifty option buyers. So we'll take a look at the Bank Nifty charts as well. So this is how Nifty traded, and these are the key levels 22,544 and 22,422 for tomorrow. Let's move on to Bank Nifty now. So Bank Nifty on the previous day had closed at the top of the black channel, which is on the monthly, which is formed on the monthly time frame, right? And the market, as expected, opened gap up, and then it continued its up move on Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty seemed to be very strong that day, and if you see the 50 minutes chart, we can easily see that after a few initial 3 to 4, I think, the candles initially after 1 hour of the session, the up move that it started was a steady one, and it managed to close near to the highs of the day, right? And also one interesting thing to watch out here is that we had mentioned, once the candle had closed above the middle of the purple channel, then the uh, top of the purple channel were open targets. And if you see here, the previous candle, that is 48,557, was the was the high, and the level that we are looking for was 48,633, which is very close, right? So roughly the top of the channel will be retested tomorrow, will be tested tomorrow, and that levels would roughly be around uh, 48,633 to 48,666, and at those levels we may see again some consolidation or some profit booking and some downside move as well. If the market opens with a huge gap down, then in that case it will be difficult for the bulls to sustain, and then we may see some uh, long unwinding, very quick long unwinding, which will take the price further down. The key levels to watch out for tomorrow would be 48,566 on the upper side. So if the level 48,566 breaks, then in that case we may look for another 100 moves of up move, that is still 48,666, where we may see some consolidation or a profit booking. If the market opens with a huge gap up above 48,666, then in that case we may see selling right away. There is a possibility that we may see selling right away. And if the market opens a gap down, then in that case we may see uh, the buyers jumping in again at levels 48,255, roughly around those levels, and the buyers will try to take the price again higher. The key level on the downside would be 47,888, which is the low for previous candle. And if that breaks, then in that case the next level that we can look for is 47,733 as a target, and for the till 47,655, from where we may expect a bounce back. So these are the key levels for Bank Nifty. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart also, we see a strong bullish Morubozu candle, which is an indication that uh, we may see a further up move, right? There are two interesting things I want to point out here. One is, if you see this particular pattern, so this seems like a W pattern, this can be a double bottom, and this looks like a W pattern, and this W pattern neckline has been broken by the last week's candle, right? So it has managed to close way above it, and this we'll have to see in this week whether this is a actual breakout or it's a false breakout. So if it's a false breakout, then we may again see some downside, and depending on the trend, then we may see further downside or again a pullback. The key thing to note here, again, the second thing which I was talking about is uh, the candle is very close to the top of this uh, black channel, right? And from where we may expect some resistance or some profit booking. This has been a channel uh, which has been sustained since 2020, and it has been broken only on one occasion, that was on 11 December, and the very next candle it did not sustain that breakout. Then again the next week it broke, but again the weeks later it did not sustain. So it will be interesting to see whether we see a breakout of this level again in this week, or whether we see selling happening from this particular level. So uh, my expectation here is that we may see some consolidation going in for a couple of weeks, at least couple, or maybe 3 to 4 weeks at least, and then maybe if we break this black channel, then we may see a very good upside, which will take Bank Nifty to 50,000 as well as 50 to 53,000 as well, right? So some few weeks of consolidation here is required above the levels of 48 to 55. So the level of 48 to 55 should not break, and there should be consolidation between a very narrow range of 48 to 55 to 48 3 48 636 or 666. So within this range I would expect some consolidation for few weeks, and after that if the market breaks out of this range, then in that case it's going to be a very good rally. On the downside, if the market has to show some negative signs, then in that case we may again see a correction till lower levels, and it may again retest the level 47 277, as well as if that level breaks, then in that case we may again retest the bottom of this black channel, which has been tested multiple times already, right? So Bank Nifty for me is looking more strong as compared to Nifty, but all in all, I think both the markets are showing um, positivity and bullishness, signs of bullishness in the market, right? Let's take a look at 50 minutes chart to see how Bank Nifty traded on Friday. So Bank Nifty, if you see here, right? Yeah, this was the candle, right? Fifth. Yeah. So if you see the very first candle, unlike Nifty, where it was a bearish hammer, here we clearly had a bullish hammer, and once that top was taken out in this candle, right? Uh, once there was a close above this top above this high, then there was no looking back, and Bank Nifty continued to march its way. uh, I had booked some profit at 48,255, and I was not expecting this move. Actually, I was expecting again some consolidation and some down move, so as to close somewhere near to the open, to in order to make that a doji type candle, but that did not happen, and this was a very good move that happened later. But all in all, I think it was a very good day for option buyers, I would say, and especially for Bank Nifty, not for Nifty. And I think we will see Bank Nifty to continue or march its way on the upside for the next coming days as well. Let's take a look at Dow Jones to see how Dow Jones is trading. Okay, so Dow Jones had actually closed below the key level of 39,000 on Thursday, but on Friday it again managed to kind of bounce back, and it has managed to close to almost 200 points above the crucial level of 39,000. Now it will be interesting to see whether this is a reversal, or if it's a uh, if it's a inside candle, and the bearish candle is formed in the next trading session. So it will be interesting to see. However, based on this, we may expect a gap up opening or a flat opening, and it will be interesting to see how market trades tomorrow, being the first day of the week, right? So all in all, I think it's going to be a bullish day, but I would expect some consolidation at least for Bank Nifty in order to have a good bull rally in after few weeks time, right? So that's the analysis from my side. Do let me know in comment section whether this analysis is helping you or not, and whether you were able to take trade, whether you made profits or whether you booked losses, and what else you would want me to cover as part of these videos. Also, do like, do comment, and do share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Before we wrap up, a small disclaimer. Making money in stock markets is not easy, and there is no shortcut to make money. However, with continuous improvements, we can definitely make profits from stock market. Thank you.